we are live, guys. What is going on? I got the crew with me in the chat here. We got Prophet, we got Johnny T, and we got Shadow. Say
so, guys,
what is
up?
You guys know what's going on. I am starting a day early. Yeah, Mike, what happened was Johnny T, he had some plans come up tomorrow unexpectedly earlier, so we're doing it a day early. But don't worry, we got a jam-packed session here talking about everything E3. And before we go into that, Prophet here, I think you're still currently watching the Resident Evil 2 demo on Facebook.
I'm still watching it. It just went through the police office. It was when it had Leon's welcome party, or supposed to, and it's a small objective. Looks like he had to unlock a desk, but he can't do that yet. So he went back up to the third floor. Looks like it.
Yeah, because yesterday when they did the gameplay demo, Shadow, you watched that too, right?
Yes, I did. I watched a good bit of it.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And they went through step by step today, whereas yesterday they kind of rushed the demo, to give everybody a little bit of hype with it, to show how the game looks. And today they're playing the demo at E3, and they're going through like piece by piece with everything, every little corner, every little nook and cranny and all. And it's just beautiful the way that game is put together. Like, Joe, what's your thoughts on that?
It is, oh my god. No words describe the awesomeness of this game.
The awesomeness. Yeah, Mike, it's hard to tell. This is basically, it's supposed to be a remake of Resident Evil 2, the original Resident Evil 2, but it's technically not a remake. They built this from the ground up, so if it is Resident Evil 2, like the way we remember it, but there is, I want to say there's about 60% classic stuff from the original in this one. Then there was, of course, just like when Resident Evil was remade for the GameCube and all, like about 60 to 70% of the game, the original game, was in the remaster, and then they just like added extra rooms and all. So this is pretty much what it's going to be like this. I think JT, have you seen anything of this demo yet?
No, I haven't.
You're missing out. You're missing out on this good shit.
Yeah, no, I get to work Monday night, and Shadow's like, well, they announced Resident Evil 2. I was like, God damn! The only thing I want to see, now I gotta go see it.
I got excited. I won't lie. I got excited about it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, what's going on, Josh? He's like, sup, you ugly communist motherfucker. So yeah, we got Josh. We got Josh in the chat. I know.
Blimey.
Huh?
Blimey.
Oh, blimey. I don't think that's not a Russian thing, is it, Shadow? That's not a Russian term, is it?
Yeah, just ask me, because I'm the Russian professional here.
Yeah.
No, blimey is Irish. Blimey is Irish, not Russian.
Or is it British?
Oh yeah, I can be British too.
Sadly, Mike, we haven't heard anything about Red Dead Redemption 2 at E3. I'm pretty sure they'll have something later on this week as like a gameplay demo or something like that. But yeah, that is definitely coming out.
Probably. That is coming out. My one manager at work, he's looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I was actually streaming the first one about a month ago. I gotta get back into doing that. There's like a couple games I got sidetracked from demoing and streaming. But yeah, back on the Resident Evil 2,
it's amazing.
It's perfect.
It's
based off the they're building it from the ground up using the Resident Evil engine, which is a new engine that they introduced in Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, of course. There are some similarities with the game, some little nook and crannies, like the the inventory system and the loot box system from RE7. You see that in there. Demo going to be available to play. I'm hoping that they do put something out maybe this week after E3. I want to try the demo real bad. Right now they're playing it at E3. I really want to try the demo. Right now,
I do too.
Yeah, it's only on.
I really want to try the demo. That right now the demo is over now.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the first one is on PS4, Mike. I know I have it on Xbox. I have it on Xbox because Bane, he has a copy of it, and the Xbox One is backwards compatible with 360 games, so I'm able to play it on there.
The
first Red Dead.
Oh, Red Dead.
When I went into this and I watched the GameStop taking pre-orders yet, as far as I know, you could pre-order it on PS4 digital now. I'm not too sure about it. Actually, Prophet, JT, and I, we're going to go to GameStop later on after the stream, and we'll ask them. We'll ask if they are going to start taking pre-orders. Right now, I know you could do the digital on PS4 for it.
Yeah, I'll do the pre-order later this year. If it's available on the Switch, I will get it for the Switch.
Yeah, I know it's going to be on PS4, Xbox, and PC.
Oh, wait, never mind. It's PC. I meant PC. I'm thinking of the new Wolfenstein or the most recent Doom coming out.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 is coming out, I think at the end of this month or next month. Yeah, it is coming out here soon.
Yeah, and Doom Eternal, if it's coming out on Switch, I'm getting that.
Oh yeah, Doom Eternal. We'll talk about that when we get down to Bethesda. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about Resident Evil 2 toward the end of the stream. Let's do some quick highlights from each of the group. Shadow.
Yeah.
How much of E3 have you watched so far? How much of the programs?
I watched a good bit of the trailers. I didn't watch most of the live streams, but I did watch a good bit of the trailers.
Yeah, I want the Doom also, Mike. Yeah, Doom Eternal. Like I said, we'll get to that when we get to Bethesda, but just like Resident Evil, I'm hyped for Doom Eternal. It looks awesome.
I haven't seen Doom. I want to see how Doom looks.
Oh, you haven't seen the trailer for it yet?
I haven't either. I have to check it out.
Not yet.
Okay, yeah, you have to check it out afterward. Johnny T and I, we watched it the other night with his friend Andrew. And I was like, oh shit, it's Doom! It's Doom! You see the big fucking brain spider in the background and all. And then they're like, this is hell on Earth. And basically like the originals.
The Spider Mastermind from the Doom 2?
Yep, they're bringing that in there.
Shit.
Shadow,
man.
Out of all the games that you have seen, what are at least the top 5 that you're expecting to get this year into next year?
Battlefield 5 is a definite choice. That is my number 1.
There you go.
Resident Evil, of course, is next year, so that will be within the next year at least. Division 2, I definitely want to pick up next year.
Oh, that looks really good.
I know, Division 2. I was just playing the first one earlier. I love it. For the other two, I have to really think about that because those were my top 3. I mean, Forza Horizon does look nice, but I'll probably pick that up on a sale later on.
I'm going to get that when it comes to Game Pass because that's the best thing about Microsoft with their Game Pass is Microsoft exclusives on day one. If you got Game Pass, you get it for free, and I'm going to get that motherfucker for free on both PC and Xbox.
Oh yeah, I should look into that. I haven't looked into it yet, but I want to.
Josh in the chat, I tell you what, man. If it ain't too much, invite me, man. I want to go on a tour with you on Bethesda Studios. That would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, he said, I think you could take a tour through the studio. He's going to call and find out, and if they do, he's going to book a tour. I would love to go tour at Bethesda. And it's not too far from any of us. It's only like 45 minutes at least, you know, where each of us live, because it's located in Rockville, Maryland. So I definitely would love to go on a tour like that. So yeah, you said Battlefield, you got Resident Evil, Division, Forza maybe.
Just Cause 4 is in there. I
Oh,
definitely want to
definitely.
get that. I saw some gameplay of that. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah,
And then
if none of you have played a Just Cause game, that's like GTA on fucking steroids, where you destroy
Oh
anything.
shit! God damn.
that's my game right there. Just Cause. I love the third one.
I remember when like I got the third one, and it was just so I was so psyched. Like everything was like destructive, and the shit that you could do in there. JT. Oh, we'll get to Joe last because Joe. I don't think he has seen too much of E3. He's only heard of certain games. So, for JT, you only I know you've watched the Bethesda with me. I'm pretty sure you've seen Nintendo, right?
Yes, I have recently seen the trailer and the announcements for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I am completely like blown the fuck away.
I bet. So, out of all that you've seen so far and may have heard, what are the top 5 games that you're expected to at least try out between this year and next year?
Well, since it's next year, I am definitely looking to try and own Kingdom Hearts 3, of course.
Okay. Yeah, that's coming out in January.
There's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I do want to look more into that new Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, when we watched that, they showed the teaser trailer for Elder Scrolls 6. But here's the funny thing, it's not even in production yet. But they teased it, that they're working on it. It's not even in production, but they are going to be working on it, so we could probably expect to see Elder Scrolls. I'm thinking maybe around 2020, maybe 2021.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm also looking forward to Gears of War 5
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, there you go.
and Mega Man 11.
Yep, they just announced that. Yeah, Mega Man, that comes out, October or November, I think.
I think October.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, for me, because I got like 3 lists of games here that I am looking at, and I've watched pretty much all the coverage. I missed the PC coverage. Before I get into the list, I do want to ask, because you saw it, Shadow, and we were talking about this game Vigor.
Yes, I am looking forward to that too.
Yeah, how much info do you have on that game? I'm very intrigued to find out.
I saw a little bit of gameplay of it. It kind of looks like DayZ a little bit, the way that I saw it, but they only had like a quick gameplay demo of it.
Okay. So it's kind of like PUBG, ain't it, or supposed to be?
It's supposed to be, well, it's by the people that create Arma and DayZ, so I think it's sort of like PUBG, but more like DayZ in terms of it might have a PvE and stuff. I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's one PC game I'm willing to try out. Other than that, I know today there was one E3 conference or demo show where they were demoing and playing Escape from Tarkov, which is still in beta, and I do own the beta. What's funny about that game is I think the developer's overseas, and the game is amazing. It's still in beta form. It's not like PUBG at all. It is a survival game where you're pit against anywhere between 8 and 15 other players on one line, and you got to take them all out. You get 1 life. If you're able to take everybody out and escape, you win, especially if you take any items off of them. So right now it is in beta form. You could pre-order the game for $45 for the standard edition, and you get a code for the beta where you have instant access to the beta. You could play today, and with them working on the game constantly because they've been working on it for so long, it's no telling when the actual game is going to come out. So
Right.
yeah, out of everything that I have here, like I said, I have like 3 lists here, and this is between EA all the way up till Sony, and I'm just stoked. I want to say, like, right off the bat, the top 2 for me is going to be Doom Eternal and definitely Resident Evil 2. Well, reverse those 2 back around. All right, Resident Evil 2 is my number 1.
Oh yeah.
That's surprise there.
That was the one I was waiting on. And I'm so glad that they finally announced it, and it looks so goddamn good, so gorgeous. So Resident Evil and Doom, and then of course looking through, I'm also waiting for, I am waiting for Gears 5 because I do love the series. Gears of War is one of the best series on the Xbox right now, one of the best franchises.
Hell yeah.
So we got Gears 3. Oh god, let me see. I'm actually wanting to try out Assassin's Creed Odyssey because I love the way Origins plays, and I never really was too big of a Assassin's Creed fan. But I do love playing them. You know, the stealth style, everything about it.
The changes sound really interesting the way they're going about it with romance options, and I think they're trying to make it more towards like an RPG like thing in a way. And I like the sound of that, so I might check that out too.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. That was one they were definitely going to be talking about. And of course for my fifth one, I'm looking through here. I'm like, damn, there's just so many good titles. Damn it!
I know. I had a hard time picking myself.
I want to say Fallout 76.
Oh, there you go. That would probably be my favorite.
I was just thinking about that one.
Yeah.
That one, when we saw the trailer for that and the gameplay, especially being the first Fallout game to have multiplayer, 4-player multiplayer co-op. You can go in there and blow shit up and have all kind of fun. Like, who does not want to do that? And the map is 4 times the size of Fallout 4's map. So that's going to be a big game.
God. Holy shit.
I will point out... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Fallout's supposed to get free DLC for years, and the microtransactions are cosmetic only, and can be earned through gameplay.
Nice. I like that. Yeah,
that was announced this morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because after Star Wars Battlefront 2 Loot Crate controversy, everybody was just going apeshit over that because it was like a pay-to-win system. Everybody was furious, and there was a lot of backlash on EA about it, so they pretty much rewrote the whole Loot Crate system for Battlefront. And now it's like every developer is, they're looking at everybody's feedback and backlash, and they're cautiously approaching it with like, okay, we want to add in-game content, in order for us to still profit off of, but we don't want to do it to where it's very unfair to new players. Like with Star Wars, let's say I pick that game up today, and I get right into playing it, and I got somebody who has, like, higher level weaponry and shit like that. And I can't, it's an unfair advantage. So I'm like, I don't want an unfair advantage. I want to go in there, I want to be able to play the game the way I want to play it without any struggle. So they're actually taking some measures to that. Alright, I do want to say, I can point out some stuff for Joe that maybe he'd be interested in. Of course, I know you gotta be interested in Doom and definitely Resident Evil.
Yeah, definitely Doom Eternal. Definitely Resident Evil. I love how it's built from. I love how Resident Evil was built from the ground up.
Yep.
I'm thinking it's they're taking a lot of stuff from, of course, Resident Evil 2, and some from the Resident Evil 1.5 beta, like the zombies reanimating after you knock them out.
Yeah, because they kept saying something about Resident Evil 1.5 during the conference when they were playing the demo also. Let's see, I know you'll probably be interested in, I just had it here, Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know if they'll ever bring it to the Switch.
I mean, I have no clue if they ever will. The Kingdom Hearts 3, I wasn't too much of a big fan of a game, but granted, the graphic detail of that game is a lot better and more fluid than it was in the previous Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
But other games, especially Quake Champions.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was fun. I never played any Quake game But since playing Quake Champions, that is one fun game.
Yeah, because we both downloaded that the night that they had the Bethesda conference, and they said like up until now, guys, if you have a PC, if you're a PC gamer, if you have a Steam account, which is free to sign up until the 18th, Quake Champions is free to download and play. So get over there, get your free copy today, and even after that, what is it? After that expires, like when it expires on the 18th of it being free.
Yeah.
I couldn't even think of the word. After that expires, as long as you got the game on your PC, you could still play that game for free. Now, I went ahead. I paid $30 to upgrade to get all the characters unlocked on there and stuff. I mean, you're still going to be inputting money into the game to buy in-game loot and stuff like costumes. A lot of cosmetic stuff and all.
Possibly upgraded weapons to give you a slightly advantage over other players, but the gameplay, the deathmatch is all well balanced, not like any other game where it's like someone has the upper hand and somehow they could be a lower level and they're killing you in one shot and you're firing several rounds into them and they're still alive.
Yeah, no. We had that like toward the end of the game. I said, fuck it, that's enough for tonight.
Oh yeah. Also, it was like a VR game for Wolfenstein called Cyber Pilot.
I didn't hear about that. I know they announced a new Wolfenstein entry.
Yeah, Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one we heard about. I didn't hear about the VR version.
But that's another one I'm most likely looking forward to when that comes out.
What's that? I'm pretty sure you're psyched about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I know JT is.
Oh yeah. I am definitely getting Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
God, that's definitely. They said that's got like what 68 characters total.
Every character.
Yeah, that's all the characters that's ever been in Smash Brothers.
That is a big lineup right there. And of course, like one of the characters that is coming to Smash Brothers is the Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah, his costume is in the game.
Yep.
Also, and also
Ridley
Pokemon
too.
Ridley too. But Ridley's been downsized. Plus, the people, I think, if there's a gameplay video, maybe somebody say he's slightly broken through playthrough.
Yeah.
Like he can't be beat.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but they did manage to make his moveset based on what he did in the Metroid games, especially the one where he grabs you and like slids you across the ground. That's fucking awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also mentioned
But yeah, he looks like he looks like the size of Charizard.
Starlink Battle for Atlas.
Yes, because
just looking forward to that.
Because the Switch version, and I've been saying that the Switch version has a Star Fox content, so you could play as Star Fox and his crew on the Switch version. That looks like it's going to be interesting. That game, especially with the peripherals that you can attach to the controller to add onto your ship, it's kind of like one of those like it's kind of like Skylanders in a way, those kind of games. But it looks like you can add the ship to your controller, and I guess it plugs into one of the ports. And when I saw Star Fox pop up on there, because here's the thing, Starlink is an Ubisoft game, and of course, Nintendo Switch, they're open up to more third-party developers now. That way they can have a wide variety of good games, good titles to come out on the console, and Starlink is one of them. So of course they're going to have some Nintendo-esque content come to that game, and of course, for that type of game, what better content to add to it than Star Fox?
How much y'all want to bet that since Ubisoft is kind of paired with Nintendo, how much y'all want to bet that the rabbits are going to be a character in Smash Brothers?
That's a possibility. They did announce,
possible DLC.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
my thing with rabbits, I cannot stand the goddamn rabbits.
Well, they did
God,
announce
yeah.
some DLC for Mario Rabbids, which is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's coming June 26th.
Yeah. Oh, Wolfenstein 2 comes out for the Switch at the end of this month.
There you go. Now you got something to look forward to there.
And the Pokemon Let's Go series. I am looking forward to that. There's a lot of hype with the graphic details, like an entry into Pokemon on the Switch consoles as it's moving away from the Nintendo DS, Nintendo 3DS, all the handheld consoles that was on for many years.
Yeah, because the open world games have been handheld for over 20 years, and now it's about time that they bring it to a console.
True.
So, okay, so I guess, yeah, go ahead.
But the development is going to be it's like remakes of Pokemon Yellow. So it's basically it's like taking it back to like a basic Generation 1 Pokemon game. Like Pokemon Yellow is taking out all the new stuff like the Wonder Trade, the Global Trade Center,
Okay.
Probably individual values, effort values to increase the Pokemon stats, or probably taking out breeding, which you couldn't do in the first generation, but you could in the second generation.
Oh, nice.
So there's no breeding. And your Pokemon's will, like if you choose Pikachu, it'll sit on your shoulder. If you have other Pokemon, it'll follow you around.
Oh, nice.
And you can use your Joy-Con to throw the Pokeball to catch a Pokemon, but there won't be wild Pokemon battles. Maybe that's kind of a problem with most people that are so into the traditional Pokemon, they want a wild Pokemon battle because it's very traditional, but now because it's gonna connect to Pokemon Go, and Safari Zone is no longer gonna be it's not in the game. It's called the Go Park, where you transfer your Pokemon from Pokemon Go into the Go Park, and I think you said you could catch Pokemon from the Go Park or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like one of those extra parks that, like, it was in one of the old Pokemon games where you can go to the park, you get like bait or something, and you get like 20 Pokeballs to go with, and you can just go around and capture random Pokemon, and then you just exit at any time.
Yeah, but it's more all over the map. It's like you just walk up to a Pokemon, you catch it, and you got a Pokemon.
Hey, Shadow, say hi to Kira. He's in the chat now.
Kira's here? Hey, old man, how you doing?
I was wondering when we were going to hear from you. So, okay, Pokemon, let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. When's that due out?
That's due out November 16th.
Okay.
And I was hoping for, like, because they're supposed to be working on like a Generation 8 core game series, which is supposed to come out next year, but I've been thinking, well, like, I don't think E3 is going to tease a game that's probably just going into development and won't come out till next year. So wait till E3 next year for them to reveal it, which will be a step from Generation 7 into Generation 8.
Okay.
With whole new Pokemon, new region, all that good stuff.
Okay. Kira said he has been listening for a while.
Yep.
Hey, Kira, if you have some time, you can feel free to hop in with us. We do have an open slot anytime.
Yeah, don't be a stalker.
Oh, he does that enough at work.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. We could probably talk more about Pokemon toward the end when we talk a little bit more about Resident Evil 2. The first conference I did catch, I caught, like, I think sometime after the beginning, after it started, was E3, which not E3, EA. EA's kicked it off. They kicked it off Saturday. I didn't even know. And I just happened to turn on Twitch, and there they were. I was like, oh, shit. I better get writing some shit down. So, the first thing that they talked about, I'm kind of stoked for. I know JT be stoked for, and I don't know how big of a Star Wars fan you are, Shadow.
Not really.
They announced Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is going to come out next holiday season, 2019, and it's set The setting is set between episodes 3 and 4. The movie is set between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, which is interesting. They did announce some extra DLC for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Of course, Star Wars Battlefront 2, all their DLC is free.
Okay.
So we got a Ewoks on Endor update coming. They announced an overhaul on the progression system. A couple new modes are coming this summer, such as Extraction. Extraction is back. Squad mode is coming along with fighter mode. Kira said, I have some stuff going on. I just have my face. Okay. That's all cool, man. As long as you're here in spirit.
We still miss you. We love you.
And then, of course, we got the Clone Wars expansion coming to Battlefront, which includes some characters. 4 new characters, including General Grievous, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Count Dooku, and Anakin Skywalker. I'm psyched to play Count Dooku. I've been wanting to play as him since the first. Then I showed JT this game that came out Saturday, actually, when they announced it, is Unravel 2. And you could buy that now on the store, or you could go to EA Access or EA Origin on PC, and you can buy it for a discounted price. Unravel is a pretty interesting game. It's a 2D side-scroller with a 3D environment. It's very lifelike, but it's interesting. The gameplay is fluid. Unravel 2.
I just downloaded the first one.
Oh, yeah, because it is free on EA Access. The second one has co-op. It's 2-player co-op, jump in, jump out.
It's pretty cool.
So it's a the levels are very puzzle-like. So there's a lot of strategy with them and try to figure out how to get from point A to point B. You know, kind of like in a standard 2D side scroller, but this is a little bit different. And with the co-op system, you know, jump in, jump out. You know, you will have to help each other in particular ways.
Yeah.
Now you could play it single player. You know, you could still walk around with both characters single player. There's a way you could do it. But, you know, with the co-op, which is pretty fun, you know, you could jump in, you know, player 2 could jump in, take control of the other character, and then carry on from that. There was one game they showed off, which is called SOS, but it's called Sea of Solitude. And I watched the trailer briefly for that, and it kind of looks like Sea of Thieves, which is pretty neat. I'm going to let my man Shadow take over this for the next couple of minutes, but they announced Battlefield 5 Battle Royale system. So Shadow, take it over. Give us some thoughts on some Battlefield 5. We have to hear it, man, and I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, I was gonna say, you know, Battlefield 5 is looking really great right now. I mean, they got a lot of stuff coming out for it. They got free DLC. I mean, the Battle Royale mode's coming up. I don't think it's going to be at launch if I remember them saying that, but I do know it's definitely coming, and I've seen some gameplay of it before, and I'm really stoked about it. What do you guys think? I mean, do you guys looking forward to Battlefield 5, or is this not y'all's thing?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, the Battle Royale system sounds pretty cool for Battlefront. I mean, I never played Battlefront much at all. I wasn't too much into that kind of shooter games. I was more to
never mind. Just got bathroom blocked. When you gotta go, somebody's in there.
Oh, I know the feeling.
But Battlefront, I never played too much of Battlefront. I was more of like Doom and Wolfenstein, Resident Evil.
Yeah, because you never got into the games that I play. Like I'm very open to a wide majority of different genres when it comes to video games. Like you'll see me play Call of Duty, you'll see me play Battlefield and other shit like that. But you know, coming up old school, you know, games like you said, Wolfenstein and Doom. That's how I started. Now I recently got him into playing PUBG. And I believe Joe's enjoying it. He's got it on PC.
I enjoy PUBG, except for like fucking die.
Yeah, it's like you get one life, you know, and that's it. But it's a pretty fun experience.
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
It is. It's really a fun experience. You don't know someone's shooting at you. They turn. It's too late. And you're fucked.
Yeah.
Especially when it's your own teammates. If it's your own teammates, it's a lot worse.
I did not see your name above your head.
I thought you were the guy outside our truck. Leave me alone.
I was talking about Aaron, but okay. I wasn't even talking about you.
Yeah, I shoot one guy. I see what I thought was his buddy come around a corner, and I took a shot, and it said friendly fire. I was like, God damn it.
I died.
Yeah,
I could have gotten some chicken dinner too.
but yeah, Battlefield 5 Battle Royale. I didn't see too much of it, or was it just an announcement trailer for it?
I think it was just an announcement trailer for it, if I remember correctly. I haven't seen too much on it either. I've been mainly seeing a lot of Grand Operations gameplay, and that looks really good.
Yeah,
So
because
I
they've
think
been
you
showing
guys
a
should check
lot of
that
that
out.
off, yeah.
And I did see the building mechanics. I did see a split second of the new animation system where you can crawl or dive and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
And then I know at the beginning of the rounds you could jump outside the planes like you're actually entering into the war, like parachuting in and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's what we
cool.
want.
No, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because this year with Battlefield 5 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 going head to head, I see Battlefield 5 doing a lot better than Call of Duty, because Call of Duty's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But this year with no campaign at all, it's strictly multiplayer. They do have their Battle Royale system and all.
Well,
And
see, the Battle Royale system, what I've read, is going to be a whole bunch of older maps smashed in together.
Okay.
Like a lot of smaller bit maps. I'm not sure if I'm really excited about that or not. Especially now with the multiplayer maps, not going to be like.
Don't know how I feel about that. Like you said, piecing together maps. That would be one very, very ugly map.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
That'd be like make a GoldenEye Battle Royale where you combine facility with the archives, and you combine that with the Aztec level or some shit.
Yeah, and you'd be like, where the fuck am I at now? I was like, I discovered a whole other new room.
My thing is, if they're going to add like those kind of maps into it, then how are they going to get vehicles in it that they're promising?
Yeah,
because those maps weren't designed for vehicles.
True, yeah, because I know, like, if you put every Call of Duty map together, at least half of those maps are small as shit.
Exactly. Well, the one they just released a trailer for today is really small. I mean, I don't know if that's a part of it, but it's definitely not made for that kind of gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how Gears 5 is going to look for a Battle Royale mode.
Yeah, as far as I know, they only did the story part for Gears 5. If they do add a Battle Royale mode, that'll probably come out. They'll probably announce that like closer to when it releases. I don't see Gears 5 releasing this year. Maybe next fall or next winter, possibly.
Well, that RTS Gears looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, Gears Tactics.
Oh yeah, I want to check that out at some point.
Yeah, there's the other game I want to try out too, Gears Pop, where they got the pop vinyl characters in there.
Oh god,
that was funny as shit. When I saw the Gears logo, I was like, yes, Gears 5. And you hear the chainsaw revving through the damn wall, and then this little pop vinyl character pops up. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, Gear pop vinyl. So I'm like, is this going to be a kiddie version of Gears of War? And
they're trying to tone down the violence in Gears of War as if that was even possible.
I was like, okay, Gears 5. Then they put out Gears Tactics, which is a mobile RTS game, kind of like XCOM.
They're trying to turn Gears into the next Halo. That's what I'm reading.
Pretty much,
right
yeah.
now.
And then, of course, when they announced Gears 5, I was like, okay, yes, finally we get Gears 5. Because I was so psyched at the beginning that I wasn't even really psyched for the fucking trailer for Gears 5. Because I was so pumped, and I saw the damn pop vinyls, I was like, what the fuck? And then I see Gears Tactics, and I'm like, nah. And then, of course, Gears 5 comes up, and I'm like, it's done run out.
they just fucking kill it.
You know, like when you're throwing a birthday party for somebody and somebody randomly comes in and kills it for them, and then the guy that they're throwing a party for comes in behind them like, Oh, you threw a party for me? Ah, fuck you. We already did it. That's how I felt.
Way to say that.
Yeah, I know. But I am psyched for Gears 5. You know, I can't wait to play the story with the female character, continuing her story when that comes out. I did download a mobile game Saturday. Well, it finally downloaded Sunday that they announced at EA. It's Command and Conquer Rivals.
Whoa.
And
did they release it on CNC? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
Command to Conquer.
actually, you could pull up your if you got Android. I know right now on Android, you should still be able to register for the pre-alpha. Just go to the Android store, type in Command and Conquer Rivals, and if they do have it on there, you can pre-register for it, and then give it about 24 hours, and you should be able to get a download for it. Because I got to download it, and I played a couple games on it. And honestly, I'm not really a big Command and Conquer fan. I've never played any of the games. I've never been into that kind of that genre. But playing it on mobile, it plays very nice, and I like it. I won a couple games on there. I loved it. And
it looks nice.
Yeah, and it does have wireless multiplayer. So they did a demonstration on the stage where, you know, a couple guys were playing it, you know, beating the shit out of each other with that. And I was like, you know what? I actually want to try that. And it was free, and I was playing, and I was like, okay, this was a pretty good pre-alpha. You know, hopefully it stays open a while longer. I would love to play it until the actual game comes out.
Yeah, well, CNC is a lot of fun. I used to enjoy those games back in the day.
Yeah. Then of course we saw a lot more of this game, Anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask if anyone is excited about that.
Yes. I know you asked at one point if it was a Kickstarter, and I'm like, or somebody asked if it was a Kickstarter. I was like, no.
Yeah, it was JT, because I was confused by it too. I was like, what?
I thought it, for the longest time, I thought it was.
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody was talking about it, but nobody really heard any news about it. And it's being done by EA and, oh god, I forgot what the other developer, was it BioWare, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was BioWare. I didn't write down a whole lot for the game. I mean, we did see some gameplay footage of it. We saw a trailer for it. It looks beautiful. The developers did say that with this game, even after you beat the main story, there's still like so much more you could do within the world. And plus, they'll be adding more story content to the game for years to come, that they say. So hopefully they stay true to that. Anthem comes out February 22nd. Cannot wait for that.
Now, a game I'm looking forward to is Hitman 2. When they announced that, I was freaking out. I love Hitman.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of the I played a little bit of Hitman, the one that came out a couple years ago, and that was pretty good. Yeah. I did enjoy playing that.
Yeah, I like the freedom of all of it. Like, you can set up different kills and all that, and then you create your own contracts in the new ones, which is pretty cool.
There's one quick thing I want to talk about. If anybody is part of any subscription service through Microsoft, and I do pay $30 all year for both these services separately, EA Access and EA Origins, with both these services being on Xbox and PC, when they do add new games or older games that are free to download and play, as long as you're subscribed to each service, it is a pretty good deal, you know, $30 a year for just EA Access or EA Origin on PC, because I got a shit ton of games downloaded on both systems that are free. Like, I'm talking, you know, most of the Battlefields, Mirror's Edge, Dead Space, the sports games like Madden, and I think NHL games are their EA, FIFA games are EA. But now they just announced a new subscription service to Origin, which is Access Premier. It's a whole new tier, and it gets players new games as they come out, and expands the library for everybody to be able to play these games and enjoy them, especially, like, I think, like, before they come out or as they come out, new titles that hit the service. Problem is, the service for the Premiere now is $100 a year.
Wow.
All right, they can keep it.
Yeah, I'm good with sticking to my $30 a year for whatever I can get. I don't want to pay $100 a year for. Okay, you got some new games coming out. I can check them out. Okay, that's nice. I ain't paying no $100 a year. I'm already paying for fucking Game Pass and EA Access and EA Origins and Xbox Live. It's too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, speaking of Microsoft, okay, there wasn't too much to EA's conference, of course. You know, I mean, everybody thought it was a snoreboard fest, a snore fest. When Microsoft.
Mostly sports games.
Yeah.
The Sims. That's it.
NBA Live 19, of course. If you guys are into NBA Live, that comes out. I think it's either September 9th or 19th. It's somewhere around there. And, of course, they were talking about Madden 19, which is now working off the Frostbite engine, which is pretty new. I don't recall a Madden game working off the Frostbite engine, but it makes it a little bit more realistic, I guess.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't even like football.
No. I don't like watching football. I'll play Madden, but I won't fucking watch it. So yeah, going into Sunday, this past Sunday, we had the Microsoft conference. They announced 18 new titles. Starting off, and I gotta hear what you guys think about it. It kicked off with Halo Infinite.
Halo?
Oh yeah.
Now
That's gonna be dope.
I don't know if it's going to be a direct sequel to Halo 5. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed with Halo 5. I liked it for what it was. You know, the story.
I couldn't beat it.
You couldn't beat it?
Now, every time I tried to play it, there was always an update. I'm like, screw it, I'm done.
Oh, I know how that is. Yeah, that definitely kills you right there.
Like, I want to play a game. Oh, there's an update. Fuck it. You just killed it for me.
Then you'd be like, I'm going on to something else. There's an update for that. Fuck! Why can't games be like when NES was out?
Exactly. And you know how bad my internet is, so I
Yeah.
get tired of it.
Like, why must every game need an update every day? What are you fucking updating? The title screen?
Like, error 37! What error 1? Can't fucking log in!
Yeah, the next day it's error 38. That's what it feels like on PUBG. Every time you go on PUBG, you're crashing or something bad happens, and it's like, update this shit. Then they update it. Okay, that's supposed to fix the previous update, but then you gotta have another update to fix that update.
That's what everything nowadays.
It's an ongoing jerk fest. It's a fucking jerk circle.
Especially Windows 10. At least that's all the experience I've had with Windows 10. It's nothing but problems.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So yeah, Halo Infinite, from what Bane told me, it seems like it's going to be like Halo Spartan Assault in a way. I thought it was going to be like Halo Wars, but we shall see when it comes out. We only did see it's a brief trailer. It looks like it's going to be a little bit more open world with a lot more characters. It's
Really?
Yeah, you would have to go back and see it. It's like a 30-second trailer, but when I first saw that,
I haven't seen it yet.
when I first saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, Halo!" Kira in the chat, he said he's looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 76, and the Halo game. Definitely, man. We can't wait for that shit either.
Yeah.
There was one game they announced with E3. Now, they announced this game last year. And surprisingly, I mean, I haven't heard anything else about it until now. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And I didn't play the first Ori game. I forgot what console it came out on. But I guess they're getting closer to it. From Software is working with Activision on a new IP called Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Have you seen that, Shadow?
Shadows Die Twice.
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet. I was mainly looking into like the bigger releases instead of smaller indie games.
Yep. Kira's playing Fallout 4 later on. That's right. Right now, if you guys have Game Pass on Xbox, The Division, Fallout 4, and Elder Scrolls Online is free to download and play today. Sign up today for Game Pass on Xbox Live. Well, it is, I guess you need Xbox Live to use it. But Game Pass is a whole new subscription service, $9.99 a month. It's like the Netflix of Xbox, but you could download the games directly to your console rather than stream them like PS4.
Wow.
So yeah, Fallout 4, ESO, and Division is on there right now. But yeah, Sekiro, it's a samurai-based game. It looks like it's... I mean, of course, From Software makes the Dark Souls games, you know, those hard-to-beat fucking games that make... They make Ninja Gaiden on NES look like Super Mario Brothers. Literally. I actually spent the last couple nights at work playing Ninja Gaiden on the PC, and I'm looking at it like now I'm like, yeah, Dark Souls makes Ninja Gaiden looks like Super Mario Brothers.
Hey, another thing I'm looking forward to is the new update that PUBG's gonna have. I mean, aside from the winter map,
Yes, let's talk about that real quick.
The new
too.
shield. Oh, I can't wait. Busted the
they were
building.
talking about war mode. I want to know more about that.
Well, War mode is on PC, and it varies. Usually, War mode is a team deathmatch based game where they'll pick a random spot within the map, and there'll be a circle around it. You know, the circle's not going to close in or anything, but they'll pick a random spot, and you'll have like 10 teams of 5 going in. Basically, you know, it's basically a 5 on 5 on 5 on 5. You get the idea, team deathmatch, and of course you get to respawn, but the respawn rate is like every 45 seconds or depending. Well, it constantly counts down, so it's like if it counted down to like if you got 5 seconds left in the meter and you die, you'll respawn in 5 seconds. If not, if it's sitting at like 40 seconds, then you gotta wait 40 seconds to respawn in.
Is this like a smaller map? I mean, does it got any vehicles, or is it all just people running around?
Let's just say it's Miramar. Let's say, now, from what I've played so far on the PC, I played on Miramar, and they'll take a certain section on Miramar. Let's say they take I can't remember. Let's say the town that I call
Los Leones.
All right, let's say they pick Los Leones. They'll take a small portion of Los Leones and they'll put a circle around that, and that's where everybody will drop in at. Now, if you do die, you'll spawn in off the plane. Of course, the plane will fly in, and then of course you'll have to jump out and land like always. But that's pretty much what War Mode is. And then of course, War Mode, they have different things that'll pop up in there. Like the last one I played was called, I think, Ghillies. It was on the PC where you get the ghillie suit and the crossbow, and that's all you have. And you'll go around the map.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So there you
go. That sounds fun.
Yep. So you got War Mode. The ballistic shield is coming.
Yes, I can't wait for that. That's what I've been looking forward to.
Now,
ballistic. Now, what's the ballistic shield do? Is that like let's say I guess you pick it up and it gives you protection for some amount of time?
It's basically a riot shield. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a riot shield.
Oh, okay.
Now, the biggest announcement for this trailer that they were showing is the Sanhok map. Now, it's been in testing on PC for quite some time. This is a what was it? A 4x? Yeah, it was a 4x4 map. It's a pretty small map. Let's just say it's a fraction of Erangel, the Erangel map, and that's not really too big of a map. Let's just say when you look at Erangel, you know the whole island where the military base is.
Yeah,
that's basically the size of Sanhok. That's basically what it is, crunched together. That's your 4x4 map right there. They just taken it out of test servers this past week, which was I think the 11th was the last day you can try it out on.
Right.
Next Friday, it will come to live servers on the PC.
Looking forward to that.
Yep. So everybody will play that on the PC now on the main game. Sanhok will be coming to the Xbox One version this summer. Not sure what month or day. They say summer 2018. Then, of course, they teased a snow winter map to come out this winter.
So that'll either be sometime December or early next year sometime.
Yep. And you know PC is always testing the stuff out first. So we'll get it first on PC and then on Xbox. Or it could be we could get it around the same time. So there's a fourth map coming. I'm psyched about it, and it's a snow map.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew they were talking about it. There was some ramblings about it earlier this year.
Make a pick up some snowballs to throw them at your enemies and blind them.
That would
Now,
be so cool to throw snowballs.
before I went into E3, I looked at a list. It was a possible list of the games that they were going to announce at E3 during the Sony conference, and one of them was a possible rumor of PUBG for PS4. Unfortunately, that's not true. It was a possible rumor, so PS4 owners, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to hear about anything about PUBG, because right now PUBG is under exclusivity on Xbox and PC.
True.
Plus it's still in game preview mode on Xbox. So I'm pretty sure once it comes out of game preview and the exclusivity for the Xbox expires, then maybe they'll port it over to PS4. I mean, look how long it took them to put H1Z1 on PS4, and it's been out on PC for how long now?
True.
Oh God.
Crackdown 3.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's coming out in February. It's been delayed twice, but it's finally coming out in February. And of course, out of all of you guys, I'm surprised you all asked me, was that Terry Crews in the trailer? Yes, he is in the game.
He is.
Apparently he's like doing the voice and the motion capture and everything.
He is the main character. So yeah, like when they announced Crackdown 3 last year at E3, and I already knew, like, you know, he's running around gunning and jumping and shit like that. I'm like, okay, Terry Crews is in Crackdown 3.
Well, he's a big gamer.
Yeah. And it was originally supposed to come out last year, but they kept pushing it back. They pushed back 2 or 3 times. Now it's set to come out in February. Along with, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out January 29th.
Now, I have a question for you guys. What do y'all think about Cyberpunk? Because that's the game I've been looking forward to for about 2 years now.
I was hoping that they would do a release date, possible late 2019 or something like that, because I've been hearing so much about it last couple years, and we finally get to see the gameplay trailer for it.
It looks really good. I cannot wait to get it.
Yeah, because it's done by the same people who did The Witcher 3, and The Witcher 3 was such an amazing game.
Yes, it was, and the DLCs alone were amazing too.
To me, it kind of looks like. At first, I thought maybe it gave me a hint of Sunset Overdrive. If you ever played that game on Xbox One,
Yeah.
I played a few minutes of it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good game. It's like Infamous. It's like the PS4. It's like the Xbox version of Infamous. It gave me a hint of Sunset Overdrive.
Well, it's all first person, so to me it felt more like Deus Ex.
That too, but I also, to me, it looks like it infused a little bit of Blade Runner in there too.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for, like a Blade Runner look.
Yeah, because if you watch the movies, they are so beautifully done. You know, even today, the original Harrison Ford version, you know, the one that came out, what was it, 1980 or 81 or something like that, it still looks gorgeous to this day. And that's pretty cool that they're going to try to infuse a little bit of that creativity to the game, which I like. Nier Automata, which is a PS4 game. I have yet to play it. I heard it was pretty good. It is coming to Xbox One June 26. So in a couple weeks we'll be seeing that.
There you go.
We do have some more now. Metro Exodus. Metro is a.
Oh God!
I love that game.
Russia.
The sci-fi horror game in Russia. Yes. Exodus comes out February 22nd.
Can't wait to pick that up at some point.
And of course, I didn't say that Kingdom Hearts 3 finally has a release date of January 29th. I know JT was like, "Oh!"
Well, I was hoping for like it to be sooner, but hey, what are you gonna do?
I was hoping Resident Evil 2 would be sooner, but I'm like, I gotta wait for fucking January.
I want to see more from Death Stranding. That game amazed me.
Yes, it did.
When JT saw the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, you felt like Ray Marsh when he finally got internet.
All right, that's going to be a meme.
God.
That's going to be a meme in the chat now. It's like, all right, JT's part of the fucking chat. That's going to be the meme after this. After you see the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 and realize it's coming sooner than you think.
You have to have his face in that picture. Put his face on top of Randy's face.
All right, remind me to do that. I will get that done. That will be the meme.
I approve. I
We already
approve.
had tea bags, so now
And I'm going to put a picture of Kingdom Hearts 3 on the computer monitor.
Okay. I approve.
There you go.
you didn't approve of the tea bag, though.
The game Sea of Thieves, which has been out for a while now on Xbox and PC, they said it is getting 2 DLC packs, one coming out in July, one in September. They are both called Cursed Sails and Forsaken Shores. I played a little bit of Sea of Thieves. I couldn't get too much into it. I guess maybe there wasn't a whole lot to the game. Kind of like when No Man's Sky came out on PS4.
Yeah,
And you know how people were disappointed when that came out.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of had to have like an imagination or so, but
Yeah, what I like about No Man's Sky, from what I heard, was there's no loading screens. It's just all real time.
that's right. It's all pretty much just loading time. It's like there's no loading screens at all. It's
Yep.
great.
One game I'm definitely waiting for. Joe, I know Joe's going to get it on PC. Shadow, I know you're going to get it. Coming out October 2nd. We mentioned it earlier. Forza Horizon 4.
Oh
Yes. Totally getting Forza Horizon 4.
And when I saw the gameplay footage for that, especially like with the realistic seasons and the realistic weather to it.
Yeah, I like how it changes over time. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that I can't wait to try that. It's going to come out October 2nd, and it's also going to be on Game Pass. So, like I keep telling Prophet, Game Pass, sign up for it, $9.99 a month, because when it comes out, you'll get it for free. Or I'm pretty sure he might pay the full $60 for it. But either
I may
way,
just pick
Yeah.
up Game Pass and download it. Maybe.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There's a little game that came out a while back called We Happy Few. It was yeah, they finally said that that's finally going to get a release. It's still in preview. Yeah, it's still in game preview on Xbox. One thing interesting that Microsoft announced during the conference was they acquired 5 new studios underneath their names. And these studios include Undead Labs, The Initiative, Playground Games, Ninja Theory, and Compulsion Games. Which means a lot of these good developer studios made a lot of great games, and Microsoft has acquired them now under their wing. So we can definitely expect to see some really good titles coming to Xbox and PC here soon. We did talk about PUBG.
Oh yeah.
I did like that new Trials game that's coming out. I know you guys aren't really into that thing, but
Trials Rising.
thought-
I love Trials. I love
Yes.
Trials Fusion. Even though it's hard as a bitch, but it's still... I love playing, especially with multiplayer. And unfortunately, they took the multiplayer out of Trials Fusion.
the new one, they're adding a 2-player split screen where you could both share a bike, and I don't know how that's going to work. But that
nice.
sounds interesting.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's coming out February
Yeah.
also. It's going to be on PC, Xbox, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. So
There you go.
Prophet has a Switch, and Johnny T said he's going to be picking up a Switch here real soon, too.
Oh hell yeah!
Trials Rising, ain't it?
Let's see if I...
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's like a dirt bike game. Okay.
That's what it is, yeah.
And they just released Fusion on PS Plus for this month.
Okay, yeah, they released that, and plus they got a new a freebie too that just came out during E3, Black Ops 3.
Yep, Black Ops 3. For Honor's also been released for free.
Wait a minute, For Honor's on PS4?
No, not on PS4, but I'm on PC. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just list
okay.
all the free games because, yeah, there's one other free game they announced too on PC. I'll have to find it.
Yeah, right now for limited time, guys, if you're on PC, you have to go to Ubisoft.com, download the Uplay client app, and you can get on there. Make sure you have a free profile on there. Make up a profile and everything on there. It's free to do. For Honor, the starter edition, not the standard. Look for the starter edition. It's free this week to download on PC. Download it this week. You're gonna have it for free. So I'm gonna go ahead, see if I can finally take a restroom break. Coming up on my next topic, the Division 2. Shadow, give us your thoughts on the Division.
All right, I saw the gameplay, which was incredible. I mean, I like how I've always liked the co-op part to it, but a lot of people don't play it that way. But that's how me and my squad play it. They got like a new enemy, or like the tank enemy types are in there really hard to. They're a lot harder to kill this time because they got more armor, and it does take place in DC, which I really like. I didn't see too much on that, but I did see that all the DLC for Year 1 is going to be free on that. So and there's like 3 episodes that I've heard so far. So I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you guys think of Division 2? What were y'all thoughts on it when you saw it?
It looked good. I mean, I never really got into the Division, to be honest.
Right.
I wasn't too much into the Tom Clancy game, but after hearing that sounds pretty good, especially when it takes place in DC.
Yeah,
it's like a civil. It looks like it's like a civil war between survivors and villains, bands of marauders that break out.
Yeah, I did see that. What else? I know. Yeah, the free DLC. There's the settlements now that's been added. There's 8-player raids that's been added.
Oh yes, I can't wait for that to come out. The 8-player raids, the first I think that's the first in any game on console, right there.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm really looking forward to that. So that's definitely a game I'm picking up sometime next year.
Yep, that comes out March 15th. Get your pre-orders in now, guys.
Yeah.
Moving on, before we get to some more games, they did announce another couple things here. Coming in the June update for Xbox One. Now, with this update, they're saying that games are going to load twice as fast for any game that you start up, even for Game Pass, I think. So it's like, how games load up now, they take forever just about, it feels like. But now they're saying that they're eliminating the load time. So when the June update comes out, they're saying that any game that you'll launch on the console is going to load twice as fast. Plus, they did say when it comes to Game Pass, because they were talking a lot about Game Pass, and JT's been waiting for this, Halo Master Chief Collection is coming later this year.
There you go.
Four games in one. Now, I'm pretty sure you might have to purchase it. I'm not too sure. But ODST is another addition to it as well. So you can get ODST. So basically, 5 games in one.
My favorite Halo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But you don't go. But JT, you go. You go.
Randy Marsh.
It was a ghost. Ectoplasm.
It was Kingdom Hearts 3.
I think that Smash Brothers or Kingdom Hearts 3 will be his new Reds.
Oh yeah.
I just saw all 6 of my characters in Smash Brothers. This is Ectoplasm.
Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers.
Oh, Resident Evil 2.
That's your Randy Marsh meme.
Yep. Don't worry. I'm gonna make one. I think I'm gonna make one for everybody. Not unless
oh god.
Not unless Cypher beats us to it.
I'm sure he's going to beat us to it.
Oh god.
Square Enix. Before I go any further in the rest of these Microsoft typos, I do want to say, like, Square Enix had, from what I heard, a very, very bad conference for Square Enix. Apparently,
that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, apparently there wasn't a whole lot mentioned in there. The only thing I got written down for Square Enix was Dragon Quest XI. And of course, they're going to announce a Dragon Quest game every 2 years, of course.
Oh
But
yeah.
sadly, there's no Final Fantasy VII, so they must be still working on it.
Bastards.
Yep.
There's a Final. It was like Final Fantasy 14 that they announced, or is that an older game or Final
Four-
Fantasy?
14 is an older game.
Yeah, it's an older game, but I think they have been talking
Oh,
about that
okay.
too. I heard something about that. But when it
I
comes,
don't care about 14. I want 7.
Monster Hunter World is
Yeah,
getting
put that
Final
half.
Fantasy 14 enemies.
That's what
you
it is.
probably heard.
that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, Bane did say that to me the other day. Was that? But yeah, with Square Enix, we did see some more gameplay footage for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, we saw that.
I think I might have seen like gameplay footage of like a very while back on it. It looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, that comes out September 14th. I will definitely be capping it. I still got to beat Rise of the Tomb Raider, but the new Tomb Raider series is pretty good. I still love the original Tomb Raiders. I have all
agree.
of them on PS1. The classic, especially when you can fucking jump over a ledge and shit and do head first into the floor and break your neck and shit like that.
They just gotta her house and do that just for fun.
Yeah, trap the butler in the freezer.
Oh yeah.
Poor old man. He dealt with so much abuse.
Yeah, he'd be sitting in there with all those slabs of meat.
Did anyone see gameplay footage for Spyro Reignited Trilogy?
No, I missed it.
I
saw a
have
picture.
seen a little bit. I've seen a little bit of it. It looks fucking great.
It looks tits.
The detail, the smoothness of Spyro Reignited.
Yes.
It's so much smoother how the original was. I still love the original one. As hard as it was to find goddamn gems in that goddamn egg, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's still worth it. Of course, Spyro Reignited and Crash Insane Trilogy is coming to Xbox, Switch, and PC this summer. So get ready. They're coming. The nostalgia. Just like with Resident Evil 2, the nostalgia.
Just went. That's medieval. I should have seen nothing.
I was gonna say I heard Shadow, and then I was like, I hear There was a new skateboarding game announced too during Microsoft's
Sessions.
Yeah, Sessions. Yes,
Looking forward to that. It's not Skate 4, but it's close enough, so I'll take that.
it's funny because I thought it was Skate 4 when I saw it, and I was getting
I
ready
did
to.
too.
I was getting ready to write Skate 4, and then I was like, Sessions? At least it'll be better than Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5.
Oh god.
God, that game was horrible. Oh my god.
Was it that bad? I'm glad I didn't pick it up.
It
I'll
was
stick with
bad.
my undergrounds.
They
Tony Hawk's
tr-
Underground.
Oh god.
They tried to make up for it with free DLC, and the only DLC that I saw for it was you could play as the Ninja Turtles, and they were just as bad.
Wow. like Session. Donald Trump's looking forward to
Well-
it. It's called Jeff Session.
Well, Tony Hawk is working with another company to build a skateboarding game.
Yeah, because Activision, Activision pretty much killed him at this point. So yeah, him working with somebody else would definitely bring him back around.
It's a shame too because they lost their way. They had some really good games they released back in the earlier days.
Uh-huh.
I think after American Wasteland, it went downhill.
Yep. We do have a new MMO coming out. I only heard briefly about it. It's called Black Desert. Kind of looks like a Elder Scrolls type game. It's going to be MMO. I think it's going to be online. JT asked about this the other day. Devil May Cry 5. Yes, it is coming.
There you go.
It's coming out in spring, and both Dantes are in it.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
Yes, and I believe this is going to be a sequel to Devil May Cry 4. So, yeah, like at the end of the trailer, you see the original Dante come rolling in on a bike. So, they're both in there. If anybody's ever played that hard-ass fucking game, Cuphead, they got DLC coming out in 2019.
Why make DLC for a game you can't fucking beat?
Yeah, so you can't beat that shit on co-op.
Wow, is it that hard?
It's like fucking Battletoads. Oh, speaking of which, there's a
Yeah.
new Battletoads game coming out. It's a new reimagining of Battletoads coming out next year.
Yeah. But fucking Cuphead, I'm going to beat one boss on much harder difficulty up from easy, where you need to advance.
There's
I
like
couldn't even beat the first. I couldn't beat the first level.
there's two difficulties to that game. There's fuck you and fuck me.
Pretty much.
Where's
Right.
what about fuck this?
That's when you turn the game off.
And then throw the controller, smash it on something.
There's like two toes. You got like one boss in Cuphead. There's two toes. You got to fight them. They roll at you. They swing their fist at you. That at the end, that close to the end of the battle, they turn into a big ass slot machine. Wherever they land, wherever the slots land on, you got to dodge their tag. You got to.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Usually hit. God, I can't even. I can beat it on the easy, but if I on the like normal difficulty, I can't beat it.
Fuck this
I can't beat the motherfucker.
Now you guys didn't see this probably, but I watched
that
it
game.
and I thought of this game as a Zelda clone. It's called Tunic.
Tunic.
Yeah.
I saw that in a.
Well, look
I
this
saw
up.
that. Tunic. I saw that in the list here somewhere. I'm trying to find it.
When I watched the trailer for it, it's like a it's an overhead view, but in a
Oh, here it is.
it's like a 3D overhead view sort of thing.
Oh,
And watching it, I'm thinking like Zelda, like the original, like Zelda on SNES or something like that.
yep. That's what I'm getting from it right now. Looking at these
Yeah.
pictures.
It says it's structured similar to The Legend of Zelda. Yeah.
Oh man, when I first saw that, I was like, yeah, I see Nintendo filing a lawsuit here real soon.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's a lawsuit.
Because they're going to be like, it looks too much like Zelda, but it's not Zelda. It's got the same. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does.
Well, don't be like a blue hole and sue everybody for
Oh
the same.
Jesus! Like they're suing Fortnite. People at Fortnite.
Yeah.
Bandai.
You hear the Francis rage. You're like, Tunic, it looks like fucking soda! Why the fuck does it look like fucking soda?
Oh my God! It almost sounded just like him too. Bandai Namco. You know what they're famous for. They're famous for their Dragon Ball Z games and all their fighting games. They got a game coming out called Jump Force, coming out in 2019.
Oh, it's so.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, they're putting together Dragon Ball Z fighters, Naruto fighters, and a couple others and shit.
One Piece.
Yep. So, because when I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is another DBZ fighting game, even though we just got DBZ fighters.
There's Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur 6.
Oh, Soul Calibur 6. Yeah.
Yep, that's coming out. I do have I'm pretty sure I have a release date here written down somewhere. No, I don't. I think it's coming out this year, though. Yeah, actually, it is. It's coming out in October. I did share something on Twitter that it is coming out this year.
October 19th.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
Celebrate the franchise 20th anniversary.
Yep, I still got it on Dreamcast, too.
Nice.
Yeah. It's gonna have like all the classic characters.
All right, so to close this out with Microsoft, Dying Light 2 is coming out. Dying Light was a really good game.
Yeah, they've released that whole year of DLC too for free.
Yep, I did see that. So, if you guys have yet to try out Dying Light, try it out. It's a zombie survival horror first person.
I know it's on sale on PC right now. I'm not sure about Xbox, PlayStation. Sale on
Gabe Newell's living up his dick for your wallet.
Yep, I got it through Bane. Bane's got it on Xbox. Okay, we did cover Just Cause 4. We covered the Gears games and Cyberpunk. Moving on to Bethesda real quick. Earlier we talked about Fallout 76, which I can't wait for. They did like a 15-20 minute demonstration of that game, showed everything in
so
it.
good. I love Fallout.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait for the 4-player multiplayer aspect on there. Definitely, we're definitely squatting up on that shit.
From what I've read, I think it's supposed to be 24 to 32 player servers.
Oh damn!
Do I hear a pig in the background?
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, it's just JT.
Yeah, what?
Damn it!
Damn it, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby!
Bethesda opened up that night with Rage 2, and of course they had Andrew WK performing the song that's within the game. And for some reason, my buddy Josh does not like Andrew WK.
I don't know. I got a pretty good vibe that he really liked him. He was just embarrassed about it.
Well, it's better than how Ubisoft opened up their presentation. I'll get to that in a little bit.
Just
Oh god, but yeah, Rage 2, I can't wait to try that. There's another game that I do have, and there's DLC coming out for it, Prey.
Ooh.
And I played the original Prey. I still have the original Prey, which was pretty good. You know, we got aliens coming down and abducting people, and you're like a Native American guy to save the world and shit like that.
I played a demo of that game. That demo was long.
It was. And then, of course, they got the new Prey that came out a year or two ago. I have that game. I've yet to beat it.
Gotta pick that up.
They got new DLC coming out for it, Moon Crash, and I forgot what the other DLC's coming out for.
Yeah, I think it just released today, or this week, I believe, because I saw it up on the PS4 store.
I'm going to have to check it out, too. We did talk about Doom Eternal. Let's get into that for a little bit. I know Joe's over there viewing videos. Look up Doom Eternal. When they showed the image of Hell on Earth, when I saw the imp, that was it for me. I knew what I was looking at. I saw the imp. I saw the mastermind. Was it the mastermind? Is it called the giant?
Yeah, the Spider Mastermind. Yeah,
the Spider
I'll watch the trailer real fast.
When I saw that, and I saw everything else, and then Doom Guy comes in and shit. And then I think they did show some gameplay for it a little bit, but oh my god. I was like, Doom 2, Doom 2. And then it said Doom Eternal. I was like, okay, is this what, DLC or what is it? And they said this is a sequel to Doom. And I can't wait. I was like,
I noticed that nothing was announced about Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for the last month, and of course there's some games that they haven't even talked about that we were hoping for. Like Shadow was hoping for Splinter Cell and Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs 3.
Yeah, there was quite a few.
I was really hoping for Mortal Kombat 11. That got me pumped.
Just like Final Fantasy 7.
And Metroid.
Yeah, that too.
Yep, Metroid Prime. You know the funny thing is, I shared an article earlier where they said Metroid Prime 4 is in development right now.
It's just not ready to be shown off yet.
Yeah. So they are working on it. Possibly next E3 or maybe the Nintendo Treehouse or whatever. I think. Well, they just did the Nintendo Direct, but I think there's another Nintendo conference coming up here soon, ain't there?
I think so.
Yeah, because
not here, but if it's coming up, it's coming up.
Yeah, because they usually have Nintendo Direct, and then there's Nintendo Treehouse, which is like a separate conference that comes up. We did talk about Quake Champions, which is free to download up until the 18th. If you got a PC, I recommend downloading it. That's the most fun Joe and I had playing Quake. It's fucking ecstatic.
GTFO looks really good.
I enjoyed that. Enjoyed the hell out of Quake. I was picking off people left and right with accuracy. I never knew I'd be able to. I could never knew I had.
Yeah, then the problem was better players started coming in toward the end of the game, and we started getting our asses handed to us.
Wow. If you guys like games like Doom, GTFO kind of looks like a game like Doom in a way with co-op.
Yes, and I want the game so bad. It comes out at the end of this year. I've been wanting to play it.
Oh, this gameplay trailer is nice.
Bethesda has a new IP that they've been working on called Starfield. It's a next-gen single-player. The first new franchise for them in 25 years. So they're starting a whole new franchise. You got to figure Bethesda, they've been working on Fallout, they've been working on Doom, Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein, Quake, yes. Now they got a new franchise coming out called Starfield. And then, of course, toward the end of the conference, they announced the Elder Scrolls Blades, which is, well, started out as a mobile game on Apple iOS, but it's also coming this fall for free, and it's going to be on all platforms. It's going to be on mobile, PC, Xbox, PS4, and Switch. So that's going to be interesting seeing an authentic Elder Scrolls game come into all platforms, and I think you'll be able to like cross-platform play between all of them. And then, of course,
until PlayStation says, "Oh, we're not going to cross-play with anybody. Fuck you."
Yeah, like they've been doing for the last couple of years. And then, of course, the big one where everybody had a Randy Marsh at the end of it. Elder Scrolls 6 was announced. And I was like, oh shit, they finally announced it. But then I looked the next day and they're like, oh, it's not even production yet.
Sharon! They killed my boy Sharon!
God damn. It's like that's like you have a boner and you're ready to climax, and then you find out it's not even in production, and it's like, oh, you just killed my fucking erection.
It's like Cypher's picture, Too Many Boners.
Yeah, he posted that night too, especially when I was talking about Resident Evil. Now, Ubisoft opened up the next day. Now, with Ubisoft's performance, it was, I want to say it was good to mediocre. Now, how the conference opened up, it was annoying as fuck. Now, you think Josh was talking about Andrew WK opening up Bethesda? They had a fucking goddamn marching band open up fucking Ubisoft with them coming in from the street. You know, it's a marching band with drums and trumpets and all shit like that, and mascots. Then they come up on stage, and of course, what do you see? Just Dance 2019. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, can you just end it already?
Man, fuck Just Dance. Bring us more things about Rock Band.
Yeah, no, we need more Rock Band.
Yeah, pretty good show. Games.
Gotta have that cowbell!
Yeah, they did. Now, they did talk about, they went more into this game, which is a prequel. And they did show it last year, but they also showed more of it this year. They're making progress on it. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
There it is. That looks really good.
Yes. And I never even played the first Beyond Good and Evil, but now I want to try it.
I couldn't get into it. It was too cartoony for me, but the second one looks so much better.
It's like a little bit more mature right now than what the original
which
was.
is what I prefer. Which is why I like PUBG over Fortnite.
I'm not going to go too much into Rainbow Six because they didn't really even cover much with Rainbow Six except for...
They didn't really announce anything. All they really announced was that documentary.
Yeah, they're talking about the documentary coming out, esport events that are going to be worldwide this year. And then, of course, they were like Parabellum, which is the new DLC of the new map or whatever, which is available now.
It's a new Operation Valley. It's a new map, and they have two options.
Yeah. We already talked
about... The Last of
about...
Us Part 2 looks good.
Oh, hell yeah. We'll get to that in a second, definitely. Trials Rising and Division 2, we already covered that. Mario Rabbids, we already covered our thoughts on that. Skull and Bones, which comes out 2019. Skull and Bones is a pirate game where you get to sail the seas and all. And I noticed something. Sea of Thieves, Sea of Solitude, Skull and Bones. Then if you go back to Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I'm seeing a lot more pirate-type games coming out now.
It's the next trend.
Yep. I like it.
Transference VR, which comes out this fall, which looks very interesting. It's like
It's a psychological thriller adventure, looks like it.
There's a game out right now. You could download on Game Pass. It's called Late Shift. Yeah, it's called
Late Shift.
You know how that it's like an actual real time. It's like a movie. You know, there's stuff animated about it.
It's like an interactive movie, but it looks really cool.
Yeah,
I wanted to try it out.
That's how Transference VR looks like.
Right.
And of course, the person who opened up for it was Elijah Wood.
Yep, I did see that.
Yep. Then of course they were talking
further.
about that game Starlink Battle for Atlas, which is due out October 16th. As we were talking about that earlier on, with the Star Fox content coming to the Switch. For Honor does have some DLC coming out October 16th. It's also going to have a new bridge mode, which is a multiplayer mode, and it's going to have new 40-player multiplayer for For Honor.
Ah, damn.
And that's a pretty rugged game too. Like, you know, there's a lot of resources going into that game.
I did read they have some single player content coming as well.
Nice. I haven't even put too much into For Honor. I've been wanting to. I've been meaning to. Maybe later after GameStop, you know, because like I said, I'm gonna try to upgrade my 1S to a 1X. You know, I'll download that and see how it looks on the 1X at 60 frames per second and shit.
This game, World War Z, looks kind of cool. It's kind of like a cross between Left 4 Dead and The
Oh,
Division.
yes. I can't wait for that, too. I think there's supposed to be the sequel for the movie coming out, also.
Never saw the movie.
They showed a little bit more on The Crew 2, which is due out June 29th. You can sign up for the beta right now, preload the beta on your PC, and participate in it. I think it's, June 21st you can start it?
I think something like that. I had to look into it.
Yeah.
So,
And then, of course, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't think everybody's seen Assassin's Creed Odyssey gameplay, but it does look very, very well done. And
yeah, I thought it was pretty good. That's what I'm saying. This new changes might actually get me into it a lot more.
And here's the thing, like, when Syndicate came out, Ubisoft said that they were going to do an Assassin's game every 2 years. Origins came out. Origins blew everybody away. That was like one of the best of the series. And now here it is almost a year later, and we're getting another Assassin's Creed game already, which comes out October 5th. So I'm like, are you really diving into that shit right now this soon? I mean, look at what happened to Unity. You know, look at what happened to those games up until then. Like, Syndicate didn't even do that well with sales because of what happened with Assassin's Creed Unity, with how broken the graphics engine was in there.
I liked Syndicate though. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I do like Syndicate. It played very fluently. I liked the gameplay. I liked the ability to switch between characters in that game and all.
I liked the setting, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yes, and I played it quite a bit, and it was my favorite up until Origin. You know, Origin came out and that was it. Now with Odyssey, this is the first game where you get to choose characters. Now in Syndicate, you could play 2 different characters, but they altered. Yeah, they altered back and forth.
Well, see, with this one, they're doing it a lot different. There's branching storylines, so I guess that's why you couldn't do it.
Yeah, so it's like you could choose to be the girl or the guy, and like you said, they're branching the storyline and all. They're branching the setting. So I'm guessing I'm guessing if you play as a guy first, later on you can play as a girl and get a different storyline. You know, that I guess it intertwines with it. That's kind of like how when you play Resident Evil 2 with like
was that Claire scenario A, a Leon scenario B, or it's vice versa.
Yeah, it's like they're going through the same setting, but it's different things. Like they're encountering, you know, different enemies. Maybe they're going into different rooms that one character couldn't go into. Assassin's Creed setting is set in ancient Greece, which I can't wait because it's like, you know, you look at them and they're like Spartans, and you can actually go, "This is Sparta," and kick somebody off a mountain, and then maybe dive into a fucking bale of hay after that.
I'm sure they did that back then.
Now I'm looking at Alchemy Labs. Like, why the hell would they make a game Vacation Simulator?
Vacation Simulator?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
For Oculus Rift, the PlayStation VR.
I can simulate a vacation for you right now. Just wait till August when I do take my vacation. Then there's my simulation right there. Like, I am on vacation.
This is like a cartoonish game.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
I mean, hell, they already have Bump Simulator.
Oh god.
That's
Oh,
true.
really?
About that.
They got Pharmacy Simulator 19 too.
Yep.
Like, why?
So you can simulate how to fucking milk cows and shit.
And there's another simulator. I think I've seen it. There's where is it? Fuck, I think. What the hell is it? I think it's Job Simulator 2 or something like that.
I do that every week.
Everybody does it.
Mine.
I did that last night. I worked.
I tried to do this morning.
Fire an employee. Oh yeah, that's on day 2. Fire an employee because they're fucking worthless. Yeah, then you gotta deal with them fucking arguing with you and wanting to beat you up in the fucking parking lot and shit.
Yeah, God.
Let's take us outside.
Getting into my last list here, we have Sony and Nintendo. I'm gonna go ahead and go with let's go with Nintendo first, because Sony has some pretty good shit we want to talk about. Nintendo, I wrote down some titles that they did announce. One of them was Spyro Reignited. We already talked about that. And of course, Soul Calibur 6. Then we got Overcooked 2.
What the hell's Overcooked 2?
I didn't even hear about Overcooked 1.
It's a co-op game. I know that. I think it has to do with like food service or something like that.
God damn, I do that every day. God damn it.
Yeah, look where he works. Of course, we did talk about Smash Brothers. You know, they have the Breath of the Wild link.
Like, God damn, I didn't get Surface certified for nothing.
And here's something interesting. They brought this to the Wii, the Wii U, but they're bringing it to the Switch too. It's a GameCube controller compatible with Smash Brothers.
Nice.
Why are you?
They're doing that again for the Switch.
Why are you bringing? Why bring a fucking GameCube controller to a platform for only one game?
Oh, it's only for the one game? Well, that's stupid.
That's how it was for the Wii U. It was only for Smash Brothers. I'm like,
oh,
just like okay, Prophet. You said that they're supposed to be, or you or Johnny T said they were supposed to bring GameCube games to the store.
They're supposed to, but they haven't announced it.
Just like they were supposed to bring it like to the Wii U, but they never did.
Yeah.
I could see like, okay, if you're going to do something like that, that'd be a good time to, you know, bring in the GameCube controller. Now, it more likely will be wireless, because from what I see on the dock, and Prophet has a Switch, I don't see any real ports on the dock or the console, is there, for an external controller?
Right, and I still have my GameCube adapter that could plug into, of course, the Wii U, but in turn it can plug into the Switch. So there will be an update for the Switch where you can have backward compatibility for a GameCube controller.
Yeah, only for Smash Brothers.
I mean, hell,
pretty much.
My only control preference would be the Switch's Pro controller, really.
Because the Pro controller itself is kind of like a GameCube controller anyway, with the layout, the buttons.
Because I will not be able to play Smash by using the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are just too small.
They're too cramped.
They're very goddamn cramped. But my main style was always been the GameCube controller. I couldn't stand playing Brawl with the Wii Remote Nunchuck. Johnny T could, but I couldn't. Yeah. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I mastered it, because I completely forgot.
I tried it maybe a couple times. I was like, fuck it, I want a GameCube controller.
Now, JT is big on Dragon Ball Z. I'm pretty sure Shadow is. They just announced Dragon Ball Fighter Z for the Switch.
I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in God knows how long.
Yeah. Fighter Z is actually pretty good. I like it a little bit better than Xenoverse. I haven't beaten it yet. I know the storyline arc is like pretty fucking long, you know, to beat like a chapter or a fucking episode. So they got Fighter Z coming to Switch. Fortnite is already out on the Switch.
Yep,
but
it's already downloaded by 2 million players already.
Yes, and supposedly I heard Supposedly I heard they're having problems with it too.
Wow, like PUBG on Xbox. Okay.
Oh God. horror.
Yep.
Can you imagine playing Fortnite and the shit glitches out on you?
Yeah, at least with Xbox you could throw your controller. When you're playing Fortnite on a Switch, you're holding the console. So if you throw the
console,
like fuck, you try you want to throw the controller, but you throw the whole console. Fuck.
Yeah, then you finally realize you're like, oh fuck, I gotta buy another Switch. I need another $300. Then
just using two teeny little controllers on one fucking screen.
Yep. then I wrote down we have another Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and then
that's common.
And then of
Mario
course,
Tennis Aces.
Yep, Mario Tennis Aces. Then we got Super Mario Party.
Oh God.
Super Mario Party, that's what you expect on like an SNES, like Super Mario Kart or some shit.
Yeah, really.
Was there?
What's so super about it?
Was there even a Mario Party game on the Wii U?
Yeah,
I'm sure there was.
Yeah, I think I forget what I forget what the title name was. It's a Mario Party something. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I know it was like a while
Mario
since
Party 10.
That's
It
right.
was Mario
that's
Party
right.
10.
So now we got Super Mario Brother Party.
Mario Tennis Aces, where they show the infamous Luigi bulge.
Oh Jesus! Kind of like when Super Mario Odyssey had Mario's nipples.
Oh God!
Johnny T pointed out right. What's next? Bowser's ass.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe Princess Peach's asshole. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll pay to see that.
No, wait, that was a meme. Part of a meme I found. Like Bowser,
actually, you know what? Remember back on which I think it was on the Wii with Super Smash Brothers, like with different characters. You know how like when you have them like different stances and you can fucking pause and then like pause the screen and move around the character, and
move the camera.
Yeah, like with Peach, if you do like a high kick with Peach and then pause it, if you angle it right, you can see your fucking underwear and shit. Just like with Snake, with Solid Snake being on Smash Brothers, yeah.
Yep.
His ass on Smash Brothers Brawl, his ass. and then I saw a picture earlier on Facebook where they nerfed his ass. It's like, oh, he don't even have an ass anymore on the new Smash Brothers.
Snake don't got that no more.
They nerfed his ass. They gave him Hank Hill's ass.
Hank!
Mr. Hill, you have no ass.
Snake got back.
Not anymore.
Mr. Hill, you ain't got no ass.
Yeah. Alright, let's get on to Sony's press conference. This is the last one I have written down. Quite a few games we have to talk about. Starting, of course, with The Last of Us 2. When I saw the trailer for that,
Alright, let's just head into the controversy. There's a controversy around it, of course.
Yeah, Ellie is gay. Like, I didn't even know. Well, here's the thing. I played The Last of Us. I enjoyed it. I've never completed it. But here's the thing. I never knew Ellie was gay.
Alright, I have beat the DLC. The DLC, she has a friend when she's younger. This is before everything happens.
Okay.
Before she meets Joel and all that. She was close to this friend. They had one little kiss. That's all it was. And yet people are seeming to forgetting that and think they're changing. Always that way. She was that way in the beginning. There was a big controversy about it when she did it then, too.
Yes.
So it's not like they're changing anything, people. Some people already knew she was gay. Just live with it.
Just like with Battlefield 5, people are losing their shit because there's a female in Battlefield 5. Oh, wow! It's a playable character!
The hell cares? It is just a video game. It is not a real life. People need to get a grip on reality here.
Have you guys have any of you not played Tomb Raider or any game with a fucking female character? What is
Besides
the big
Metroid?
Yeah.
Why not female protagonist?
Yeah. That's one big twist that everybody got with Metroid. If you beat it the second time and you found out Samus was actually female. But it's like
a lot of girls like female, a lot of games with females as main characters. So
yeah, so over the last 30-some years, we've had female protagonists that we played as. So everybody loses their shit that there's a female in Battlefield 5. And then you got Ellie, who's a female in The Last of Us. You're playing as her. She's gay. So it's like, why are people getting so goddamn offended over this shit?
But the thing is, in Beyond Good and Evil, you play as Jade, who is a woman, and everybody loves that game.
Yeah.
So
people are just bringing... They're getting too goddamn offended over the wrong shit. And...
With Battlefield 5, what I'm understanding, it's not so much that there's women in it, it's that they're trying to say that the game's historically accurate, yet there's women in it. I think it's a stupid argument, but that's how people are going about it from what I've seen.
Well, here's the thing. Look at Battlefield 1. There were some things in that game that I don't think existed back in the day. You know, some of the high-tech stuff.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's not really accurate. I mean, it takes place during that time period, but the game is not historically accurate. Now, if you want historically accurate, look at Call of Duty. Okay, Call of Duty and Medal of Honor games coming up, they were both historically accurate with certain events that happened during World War II. And then, of course, Call of Duty World War II, you know, there is still some historically accurate things to it, even though it can be a fictional story, but that kind of stuff happened. Now with Battlefield,
I look at it this way, though. All right, with Battlefield is not historically accurate. It's not going to be. If you want historical accuracy, you go down and play a game like Verdun. You go down and play something like Postscriptum or something. Those games are more historically accurate.
Yep.
Find that to play instead of bitching on the ones that other people want to play.
Yep.
You can find a whole bunch of historical accuracy out there. So don't whine about it if one game isn't.
Yep, true. Just like with The Last of Us, like, okay, Ellie is gay. I'm pretty sure there was a few other games out there where that you play as a gay character or whatever.
And the new Odyssey game, you can
like
be as gay as you want.
and like
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
the gay Tony.
Yep.
I gotta play that again.
So it's like, who really cares? It's like, nowadays, well, I'll tell you what, we'll save that for another podcast. It seems like we're getting off track with that, but that'll be another show right there. We'll talk about that, the controversy between that stuff. But yeah, Last of Us 2, the gameplay was phenomenal.
It was good.
It makes me want to get another PS4 to play the first one and then get into the second one.
I want to play the multiplayer in the first one. I never got a chance to play it. I need to jump on that.
I briefly played it on PS3 and...
Is it good?
It was decent for what I played. I mean, of course, I wasn't that great into it. I only played like one or two games. It kind of felt like Uncharted in a way, because Uncharted had that multiplayer.
Uncharted was pretty good.
Yes, it was. I'm surprised they haven't talked. I'm surprised they haven't talked about anything Uncharted. But then again,
they did just release the one last year, and that DLC is on sale for anybody who wants to pick it up right now. It's on sale on PS4.
There you go. Speaking of DLC, they also talked about the Destiny 2 DLC, which comes out September 4th, and everybody's upset because they killed Cade 6 in the trailer.
I gotta play that. I played that game one time for like 5 minutes. I have it. I just have to play it.
Yeah, because I seen the trailer. I didn't pay too much attention to it, but when Bane brought it up yesterday to me, he was like, yeah, how you feel about them killing off Cade 6? I was like, oh, shit. Just like today, I saw a picture. Fans of Destiny 2, they put a shrine or something in front of
the building.
Yeah, in memory of Cade 6. I'm like, yeah, they killed Cade 6. There is a samurai game coming out called Ghost of Tsushima.
That looks really good.
Yeah,
I am really.
What is that?
It's
it's an open world samurai game, basically.
Yeah, because they were talking about the texturing, the rendering, and everything of the game, the way the graphics worked.
From what I understand, people were upset that they were showing off in the demo that there's no HUD on the screen, and some people really want that, and it's not in the final game.
Well, here's the thing. There's quite a few other games that don't have a HUD in it, too. Even some games that just recently came out. So I feel like even though a HUD gives you important information like your health and stuff like that.
It has one. The thing is, people want the option to turn it off.
Yeah.
And it's not on there.
Yeah, and that's what I want with some games, too, especially single-player games. It's like, I don't want a HUD taking up some of the experience on the game. I want to have, basically a full screen where it's just the interaction with the game itself. You know, like the
I know,
scenery and all.
I know Battlefield 1 you could do that, which is, I heard it's really good. I gotta try it sometime.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I definitely will be wanting to try out Shishima. That looks really well done.
Well,
It was
I heard Nioh 2 is just like it, so I think those two are going to be going head-to-head in a way.
Yep, that was also announced. Nioh 2.
And they got the character creation I just heard about, so it's not a set protagonist this time.
Yeah. Nioh was a I think that was like a Dark Souls type game too. Yeah, it was a samurai version of Dark Souls. Bane had me play that a while back when he had his PS4.
I know James was telling me about it because he has it too.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I do like the gameplay with it. If anybody remembers the developer Remedy, they are famous for the Max Payne series,
Oh god,
Alan Wake, and
Max
Quantum
Payne
Break.
4! Max Payne 4!
It needs to be made. I know. They just announced their new IP, Control, which
Oh
comes
yeah, I was
out.
just watching a video and it looks just like Quantum Break. It looks really interesting.
Yeah, I told Bane it kind of looks like Quantum Break mixed with Doctor Strange in a way.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
That comes out in 2019. They showed this trailer right after the Resident Evil 2 trailer, but we'll get into Resident Evil 2 toward the end. Trover saves the universe.
What?
What?
It's comical. They said it's from the producers or writers of what's that cartoon with Pickle Rick and all that? What the hell is that?
Oh, Rick and Morty?
Fuck
Yeah, Rick and Morty.
that dumb shit.
Yeah, it's from like the writers and all of that. It's got that comical basis to it. You would have to look it up. The trailer.
What's it called again?
Trover saves the universe.
Trover saves the universe. Okay.
If you got it up, if you got Facebook, I want to type it in the chat here. Trover saves the.
Oh, I see it.
Trover saves the universe. Yeah.
That's interesting.
JT's gonna love this. When Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, which comes out in January, the PS4 version is gonna come packaged with Kingdom Hearts. I think it's 1.5, 2.5, something about 8 or whatever. Or was it 2.8 or something like that?
Wow.
Yeah, I actually just saw on the PlayStation Store they're calling it the all-in-one package.
Yep. So that's going to be a hefty package right there. All 3 games in one for PS4.
But you know what? I don't even need it because I have all the Kingdom Hearts on my PS4 already.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, aside from 3, which does come out, January 29th, ain't it? Yeah, because I had the date written down somewhere. I can't remember.
So when I get Kingdom Hearts 3, I will have every Kingdom Hearts title on my PS4.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Nice. I saw I play the second one.
Then, of course, we saw Death Stranding. We saw like a 5-minute thing on Death Stranding.
Yo, that game looks sick.
It does.
I love that.
Really
Some
good.
people are trying to slam it. They're calling it like a walking simulator. I'm like, well, it's just an open demo right now. They're still working on a game.
That's what I got out of it at first, but there's definitely gunplay in it because you can even see he's got a gun at the end there.
Yeah. And of course, I guess the way that he sees the enemies, because the enemies are invisible, and he uses like some kind of special machine in his backpack that can...
See, that's the thing there. That might just be one type of enemy. That might not be every single type of enemy that's in the game. We don't know enough about it to make assumptions yet. And people need to stop like criticizing and jumping all over shit at the beginning there. You got to give it a chance to show more.
Now, at one point in the trailer, toward the end, what the hell was that girl ate? Was that like a fucking baby fetus or something that she put in
I
her mouth?
was thinking that's what I'm thinking it was. Because they grow through their stomachs.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was a baby fetus.
Yeah, because even Norman Reedus, he put on like some kind of suit or get-up, and it had like a fetus right in front of him.
Well, see, at the beginning there, you could see the baby inside the person's mouth.
Oh, okay.
Because the camera comes out of the person's mouth when the baby looks at you.
That's right, yeah. We got baby eater. We're going to be dealing with baby eaters.
Baby eaters.
Because you got Kojima working on it. I think Guillermo del Toro, I think he's writing a story or something, or directing it, ain't he?
Yeah.
Something along the lines, yeah.
So, yeah, so from the imagination of Guillermo del Toro, and of course you got Norman Reedus. If nobody knows who Norman Reedus is, he is the star of The Walking Dead. He plays Daryl Dixon on there.
He was also PT demo as well.
Yeah, he was in the PT demo, which was supposed to be Silent Hills, but it got canceled. Thank you, Konami.
I'll take the words in Josh's mouth. Kojima rules.
Yep, Konami's going down the hill when it comes to Metal Gear, and so
I know Metal Gear is going down. And it's sad because that was my favorite game series of all time.
Yeah,
Metal Gear.
And they got the Pachinki machines for Metal Gear 3. They need to remake Metal Gear 3.
Yeah,
Actually, they need to remake the first one like somebody was planning on doing, but they canceled it.
yeah. Survive was just complete garbage, but that's a whole other story. Did anybody see the gameplay for Spider-Man? Spider-Man does come out in September.
It looks pretty
That
good.
game's gonna be awesome.
He was getting his ass beat. He was getting his fucking ass whooped by fucking Rhino,
Scorpion,
the Vulture,
Vulture.
and then this new mysterious character that came out of the helicopter in the trailer.
They call him Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative. I'm negative. Mr. Negative.
Well, I can see that this Spider-Man is gonna have like a nice free roam field, like kind of like Infamous, in a sense.
Well, all the Spider-Man games have that.
I did see.
But I do like how smooth the web slinging is.
Yep.
Well, have you guys seen like the detail of it? Like when you run up the walls and stuff, you could see like the actual details inside every single building you walk on.
Oh yes. And they've been working on this game for so long. They announced it like back in 2013 or 2014.
I'm so glad I got a PlayStation.
Yeah. Now, what I'm hoping for when it comes to Spider-Man, I am hoping that you can actually web sling to the Statue of Liberty, because I remember on Spider-Man 2, like the movie, Spider-Man 2, they kept saying like, "Oh yeah, it's free roam. You can go here, you can go here, but you can't make it to the fucking Statue of Liberty."
I've gotten there. I
think I did too.
You got a web sling to the helicopters.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
I actually have Spider-Man 1 and 2 on PS2. And Spider-Man 2, yeah, it was a bitch to beat, but I remember having so much fun playing that, especially like when going to the Statue of Liberty, and I was like, how the fuck do you do this? And I was looking up, this is like well before YouTube became a thing, and I was looking up shit online for like GameFAQs.com, and they're like, web sling on the helicopter. And I'm like, there's two helicopters, though. There's one that goes from the mainland to the island and on, then there's one that swings around the island. So I was like, okay, I'll get on the one to the island. And I was exploring it. I was on Ellis Island. I was climbing to the top of the statue and everything.
But could you do that in the Amazing Spider-Man games?
Actually, I've never played the Amazing Spider-Man games.
Neither have I.
I've been wanting to.
I want to as well. They look a lot of fun, and a lot of the elements you can unlock look pretty cool.
Yeah. Going into the last two main topics, save best for last, because I'm done with the list. I could toss these aside. We got a majority of everything talked about, so Johnny T, hit us off with the first of the last two. Kingdom Hearts 3. I know you're wanting to talk about this.
Oh man, where do I begin? Where the fuck do I begin? Holy shit! Let's start off with the two new worlds they announced. First, the Frozen world. My God, holy shit! That I swear, I shit you not. And Joe can back me up on this. I have a great skill when it comes to predictions, and I'll predict something. I'll predict something, and then what do you fucking know? It happens.
Yeah.
The goddamn psychic needs a big goddamn fortune teller. You make money on that shit.
I'm going to interrupt for one brief second. I'm reading here on Twitter, guys. Yoshi, which I guess is supposed to come out on the Switch, was delayed till 2019.
Yoshi?
Yeah, apparently there was a new Yoshi game.
I'll think of the damn puzzle game or some shit.
No, I don't think it. I think it's gonna be like a full-on play as Yoshi type game. Like Yoshi's getting his own game. It's supposed to come out for the Switch.
What's that? Yoshi's Woolly Wars or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. So yeah, it's delayed to 2019. But yeah, go ahead, continue on with the awesomeness of Kingdom Hearts 3. How about the character lineup in that game? Everything that they announced.
Yeah, let's see. You're going to be exploring worlds from Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Tangled, Frozen, Pirates of the Caribbean, and later on, Big Hero 6.
Yeah,
What about-
no.
Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes, Wreck-It Ralph appears as a summon for Sora.
I saw that. They even announced, I think the day last time he came over, they announced Ratatouille's going to be in there too.
I saw that, and it looks like Ratatouille is also a summon.
Oh, man.
That's interesting.
But what I like about how they're doing for Frozen is like they're actually replaying like through the movie of Frozen,
Oh, man.
That is cool.
So, yeah,
and they're also doing this. They're also doing the same for the Pirates of the Caribbean world, but what it looks like they're mashing up the second and third movie. And this time around, Sora, Donald, and Goofy are wearing like pirated outfits rather than their traditional clothing.
Yeah, because I saw that Monday night when they announced Jack Sparrow in there. I was like, oh shit, Pirates of the Caribbean is in here.
And everyone knows that Pirates of the Caribbean was a live action movie, so the graphics that they came up in Kingdom Hearts 3, it looks fucking lifelike. I mean, I was like, holy shit.
Mhm. They're really getting it.
It's better than Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts Rechain the Memories.
Yeah, those graphics were cartoonish. This is like, whoa.
It looks really good from what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Now, has anybody? Is there actually any gameplay footage of like the battle system within the game?
Yeah, there's like there's like a battle system where you can like change your keyblade that were based on like the worlds you're in, that gives you access to new moves. Not to mention they're getting rid of the whole when you go to a world you can only have like a 3-man team, but this time you can have like a whole 5-man team. You go to the Toy Story level. You would think that you could have just Woody or Buzz. No, they sign up with you as well as Donald and Goofy.
Oh,
That's cool.
wow.
Throw out Goofy and add whatever the hell you want, like Rex or Ham or some shit.
Yeah.
There's
No.
no fucking Donald.
No, it's just Woody and Buzz.
Like take Woody, Buzz, and Ham with you. Take Woody, Buzz, Goofy, Ham with you. Get rid of Donald because of Thundraga.
Someone's poisoned the water hole. Oh, fuck. There's a Woody in the sight. There's a Woody in the distance. I can't even do it.
that was perfect.
That was unexpected.
Oh god!
What's on the buzz?
Sorry, someone taking a shit.
Tell us about taking the shit.
So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally announced. It's finally being released after all this time and so much limbo. Coming out January 29th. We can't wait for it. It's coming out on Xbox and PS4, as far as we know, is the only two consoles it's coming out on.
I think I heard it's coming out on Switch too.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
gonna have a
so-
special edition. It's
Yeah.
coming. Yeah, it was announced during E3. It was announced for Nintendo.
Oh, nice. And of course, we get to the finale before we close it out here, because I know time is very tight. GameStop closes up in almost 2 hours, so let's talk briefly about Resident Evil 2.
Okay, this is something I've been wanting to ask you guys about. What do you guys think of the new camera? Since some people don't like it, I personally like the over-the-shoulder view.
Like, what is to not like about over-the-shoulder camera?
I'm used to it.
I like it.
I like it. I don't mind it. The over-the-shoulder camera was in the Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles.
Yep.
Yeah, it was in
good.
all of them.
Now,
Everybody wants to fix camera view. That's what everybody wants.
I'm going to go on record. I'm going to say I do like the tank control and the fixed camera. I do like that. For the time that it was, it gave a little bit more atmospheric to the game. It felt a little bit more scary because you don't know what's around the corner. Different fixed camera angles.
I mean, down the line, they could always add a camera angle.
Yeah, I did like that, but I do like the way Resident Evil has evolved over the years with every game, whether it be with the camera angling, whether it be the controls, the gameplay itself, the story, the characters. It evolved into so much more. And then, of course, with like Resident Evil 6. Okay, a lot of people didn't like Resident Evil 6. I did enjoy it.
I liked it. I liked the co-op.
Yeah, the co-op, the long story, the intertwining sections of the story with every character. I enjoyed it. Was it the best? Not necessarily. It was not the worst. And then, of course, they rebooted. Well, I don't want to say they rebooted it, but, Resident Evil 7 came out. Completely new story, new characters.
Pretty good. I like the first-person camera.
Yeah, and it did very well. And I was kind of hoping for that same thing with RE2, but then again, maybe they'll add that in like the VR mode for the PS4.
Yeah.
Now, with this one, bringing back the over-the-shoulder style, which I don't know if it kind of... Everybody's kind of comparing it to Resident Evil 4, which is okay by me. I like that style.
I do too. I don't really care.
It was innovative.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And now it's like everybody's getting like, oh, I like that. It's not classic. It's Resident Evil 4 classic.
Yeah.
I want the steady cameras. I want the fixed cameras.
I don't understand why people are so fucking upset over something like that. It's like it's nostalgic. It's Resident Evil 2. It's not exactly the same thing, which is what a lot of people think it is, but it's being built from the ground up. In a sense with, okay, it is Resident Evil 2, but there is some new stuff to it.
Now that we're on the subject, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Would you guys like a new Outbreak? I personally would love a new Outbreak.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
Those are my favorite games.
I have Outbreak 1 and 2 on PS2. I love them both.
I mean, they added everything. They had, zombie crocodiles, zombie
elephants
zombie
chasing after your ass.
Something that you expect. Something I would expect that was in Resident Evil 1.5 was like zombie gorillas.
Oh my!
There you go.
I heard about that. So there's a possibility. Like I said, during the conference, they did say there was like a lot of different. They were mentioning 1.5 an awful lot, along with, of course, there's some little niches from 7, such as the inventory screen from 7, the item box screen from 7, and of course, well, like I did say earlier, this is built on the RE engine, which is a very good engine to use. For these kind of games. And then, of course, the setting, of course, is in Raccoon City. Now, people were talking about how dark the game was. I'm like, it's a Resident Evil game. It's supposed to be dark. Now, yeah. It may be too dark for some TVs, yeah.
Mine.
Yeah, because you can't...
I also enjoy it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you could turn the gamma and brightness and all that up in the game. But
I have to.
That's what makes the game, is the atmosphere of the game.
Exactly. And I'm fine with that. My whole point was I want to see if I'll be able to actually play it on my TV. I might play on a different one, but I enjoy the darkness.
Yeah.
It makes it harder, and it makes it more scarier, and it makes it fun. And I know damn well I'm going to be playing this at 12 o'clock at night when there's nobody around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one thing they did mention during the conference was... Oh god, I had it on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, no, they were talking about Resident Evil 7. They said Resident Evil 7 was a really good game, but you figure there's only maybe like one type of enemy in the game, one type of enemy you're going up against.
Hold it. Yeah, the molded.
And with Resident Evil 2, what people like about that now, in a sense, is there's more variety to the enemy types because you got the zombies, you got the lickers, you got the main antagonist himself, William Birkin, and of course you see more footage of Mr. X.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, so Mr. X is there now. Sidetracking from that. The only way you could see Mr. X in the original sequel was Scenario B. Because that's what made Resident Evil 2 so much more playable, was the ability to unlock certain content. Like, okay, when you play through either Leon or Claire's story to begin with, that's Scenario A. And then, of course, the story continues into Scenario B, where from the beginning of the game, it's the other perspective from the other character. So while one character's doing one thing, the other character's doing the other thing, so you're playing Scenario B.
Oh.
And then, of course, you run into Mr. X at times, and he's just like Nemesis. He pops up at random places, and, of course, every time you gotta take his ass down, which is what I like. Now, with this new game, they did say Claire and Leon are going to have their own separate campaigns, but we're not sure yet if there's going to be a Scenario A and B thing to it with the campaign.
I hope there is, because it'll bring it back to the original, since I never actually got to complete the original.
Yeah. And then, of course, they are talking about adding possible DLC, like Mercenaries mode and all.
Yes! I love Mercenaries mode.
Yep.
What Tofu back?
Oh my god, that was like the hardest. That was like the hardest mode right there. Was Tofu, the Force Survivor. I mean, even though you did get Hunk, you open up Hunk, but then there's the Tofu character. You're just one big block of tofu, and the only thing you have is a knife.
That's all you get.
And I could never make it past like the first fucking hall where he starts at it, because as soon as they bite you, and that's it. But the sound that he makes, it's like a bubbling sound when he's walking across. He's like, boop, 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 or something like that.
Like, what?
And the best thing about Resident Evil 2, the original, what made it so great for me was, like I said, the ability to unlock different modes. When you play through, I think it's either Scenario A or you gotta play for both scenarios, you unlock the Extreme Battle mode, where you can play between 4 or 5 different characters in there, and then you got the...
I missed that.
Yeah, and you got the scenario where it's like you gotta get from point A to point B, it's like you gotta collect or arm 4 bombs or something like that, then you gotta get to the rooftops and shit and get out of there. And then, of course, you got, like I said, the Hunk scenario, and then you got the Force Survivor, which is Tofu. And in order to unlock these modes, you have to play through the game several times and beat the game on certain rankings. So it's like you got to beat Scenario A and B back to back to back to back, and get
it under a certain amount of time.
Yeah, do that, and then get like an A ranking in order to unlock the extra modes. Or if you were like me and Kira back in the day, had Game Shark. You could open that shit. Yeah. Kira, he had Game Shark. All you gotta do is turn it on. Game Shark, unlock, Extreme Battle, Force Survival, and you had it all.
Just like Game Shark.
Yep, just like with the PC version. PC version, you go into the registry and pull the game up under the registry, and you can alter a couple different settings in there. And then you got everything unlocked, the costumes, everything for the PC version. Yep. Kira had the PC version and the PlayStation version. I own all but the GameCube version. GameCube version is very rare and scarce to come by. Now, like I said, I got the PC, I got the PS4, and I got the 64 version. 64 version, each port has something a little bit different with it. And going into the remake of this game, I'm kind of hoping that they would add a little bit of each port into that, in a sense. Like, okay, the 64 version, you had these extra files that you find throughout the city that give a little bit more backstory as to what happened and shit.
Yeah.
So I would hope for those kind of little niches in this game. The gameplay itself is phenomenal. You know.
Well, I know the seventh one did that in a way. They had where you can see a newspaper,
Yeah.
and I know you can see one of the newspapers had one of the characters from Outbreak in it.
Yes,
because she was a
right here.
reporter.
Yeah, that was like right at the beginning of the game where you're in the house and you go into the living room and it's like right there in the box.
I gotta play the seventh one again.
Yeah,
The DLC's on sale. I gotta pick it up some point.
shit, I have all of it, and actually, I got it on Xbox, and with
Yeah,
Xbox, with it being on Xbox and on PC within the Windows Store, since I have everything digital on Xbox, I can play it on PC now.
Nice.
And I even bought Joe the gold edition on PC, so he has all the content too. Kira's still here. He said nothing like running around with the flamethrower grenade launcher. Yes. I remember you. Yeah, I remember you set that up too. I was just talking about you had the Game Shark and shit set up for that, and it's like, grenade launcher, rocket launcher in your item box, and all you have to do is go to the item box and pick them up. Infinite ammo.
No, I think you could do that on a range mode. If you on the N64 for it, you do a range mode.
Yes.
In the police station, you go to the item box in the first room. You unlock in the hall. You get your Gatling gun, your rocket launcher, and a bunch of first aid sprays and shit.
Well, that's on PC. That's on the PlayStation version also. If you choose a range mode, you have the submachine gun to start out with and the pistol. But like you said, when you go to the police station and you go into that first item box, you got the Gatling gun and you got the rocket launcher, and you're like, fuck that! Just put the fucking submachine gun in there and take the rocket launcher out. You're set.
Yeah.
You're set.
All right, guys. I gotta head out.
Yeah. All right, man. It was good talking to you, man. We'll chat with you later.
Yeah, if you guys are on PUBG or anything tonight, let me know because I'll jump on.
Hopefully I'll be setting up the new Xbox when we go out and hopefully get that in here in a little bit. So,
guys,
we get it. You're gonna have fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. They actually making me a part of it. It was fun,
definitely.
guys.
Catch you later, man.
Peace out, fans.
See you there, Ron.
See ya.
Lady.
All right, guys. So Shadow is departing now. Since we got all that taken care of, talking about Resident Evil, everything E3. We went over our top 5 games at the beginning of the show. This was definitely a pretty good stream, guys. 2 hours, 17 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and end it here. Any last thoughts, guys, on any games coming out this year, next year?
Don't push back Kingdom Hearts 3 any further.
Exactly.
Same thing with Crackdown.
It brings fire to the Switch.
Yep.
Resident Evil 2. Wolfenstein 2.
Yep.
Resident Evil 2. Wolfenstein 2. Spyro Reignited. Pokemon Let's Go Smash Bros. All that good shit.
So many good games, so little time. That's usually the quote anybody would say. So many games, but there's just so little time to play, especially when you got work or school or something, and life's too short, and you got like 1,000 games to play, and you're like, so many good games. But one game in particular I was looking forward to. They finally announced it. I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering that sumbitch soon. Resident Evil 2. Can't wait.
I gotta fucking want that shit.
Yeah, once I get the money, I'm going to pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3.
There you go. So yeah, everybody who joined us today in the chat, thank you definitely, guys, so much for coming out and sticking with us. Kira, I'll catch you online later, possibly, hopefully, maybe. Shadow, as always, thank you for coming in, being part of the group too. Dark wanted to be here, but he has to work tonight, so hopefully he's here in spirit. I know he wants to give his feedback on some of this stuff. I didn't even see my main man Wolf here. I know he joined in at one point. He's probably just listening or whatever. But anyway, guys, definitely thank you so much from the group here, checking us out. Yeah. Maybe I'll do some streaming tomorrow. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. Definitely E3 is still going on right now with a lot of gameplay demos and such. You can check them out on Twitch, YouTube, and whatever. And from the whole gang here, have a good night.
All right, see ya. Yep.
Later.